And we are back in the hot seat. We have the fire going. We are back once again with another pickups video. And today is a little bit different. A little bit. Not by a lot, but a little bit anyway, with the pickups that I've got to the side of me. We have one delivery, which I'm super excited for. I've opened it a little bit because it was slightly opened when I actually received it. So here we are. I haven't actually looked at the game that's inside because it was like wrapped like twice, if that makes sense. We have about 5 or 6 games to showcase today. 3 of them are not on a console that I usually pick up games for either, so I'm excited about that. I really am. It's a console that I don't really collect too much for, but I do collect like exclusives. It's nothing too crazy. It's the Xbox 360. I feel like I've betrayed my PlayStation brotherhood, but I don't at the same time because these games didn't come out on the PlayStation. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy them on the Xbox 360. That just makes perfect sense, and that is what my Xbox 360 collection is. It's a bunch of games of like the exclusives, the Gears of Wars, Halos, a couple of them, not many, and games that didn't come out on the PlayStation 3 because it still bugs me. There's a few that I want to get. I've got a couple here which I'm super excited for. But it just annoyed me that the PS3 got delayed and a few games only got released on the PlayStation 2 and they didn't get a re-release on the PlayStation 3 even when it came out. So we've got a few of them. We've got a couple of PlayStation 4s and one steelbook as well because I've been on a steelbook hype recently because of this. Because of this, look at this. This is brilliant. This is great, amazing stuff. So if you go on to enjoy this video, remember to drop it a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I just want to say thank you very much for the support. It is unreal. So thank you so much. And yeah, leave a comment down below your thoughts and feelings on today's episode, whether we've done well, whether we've done bad. I don't know. We've done okay, I guess. Nothing too crazy, but not too bad either. So what I think we're going to do, just to kick it off, just to, if you're sitting down, having a cup of tea, welcome. I think we're going to go for the PlayStation 4 games before we do anything else. There's only 2 of them. One of them is a steelbook, which I have a variant of, which I believe is not actually on the steelbook wall. It's not, because I can see it right here. It's not up there, so you're not going to see it. And then the other one is a horror game, I think, but it's one that I've been sort of like keeping an eye on. If it's in stock near me, really. I'm seeing it a lot on Vinted and that, but with like fees and everything, it just comes to a little bit too much that I'm willing to pay. So anyway, let's just stop waffling. You can tell me to shut up in the comments. The first one we have is £8, and that game is Fade to Silence. Now, I've heard a little bit about this game. It intrigued me on the back. It is one that I've actually been looking for a little while now. It's £8. I think it was around like 6 like previously, and if you see it on like Vinted or eBay, it's usually around the £10-11 mark. Plus with fees and stuff, it gets a little bit too expensive for me. So if I can pick it up in person, save the postage, I am a happy person. I really am. £8 spent. I don't think that's too bad at all. It's a THQ Nordic game. It's a PS4 game. It's meant to be okay. If you played it, let me know down in the comments because I'm intrigued. I was wanting to get this and Black Mirror. I got Black Mirror on the PS4, but I couldn't get this one. So it's been a little while, but we've eventually got it. It came in stock in my local, so I was like, yep, happy days, job done, perfect. Fade to Silence is the first pickup. Not too bad. £8 spent. So for the next one, it is a steelbook, and it is a variant of a steelbook that I've already got. I didn't know they actually did 2 steelbooks for this game, but here we are. They apparently do. The one that I have is an Argos exclusive, which I don't really think ever happens nowadays. Correct me if I'm wrong. It just seems a little bit odd. Used to get like HMV exclusives and game exclusives still, but like an Argos one just seems a little bit odd. But here we are. Didn't come with a slipcover, but that's okay because it's going to go up onto the steelbook wall, so it doesn't really matter. To actually store the slipcovers that came off the steelbooks that actually went up is kind of a pain. Like it is, it's first world problems. I'm fully aware of this, but it is kind of a pain anyway. But anyway, this game in question is Middle Earth: Shadow of War. Now this is £5. That's all it costs. It costs £5. but it is a gorgeous steelbook. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. It's in great condition. It's going to look fantastic up on the steelbook wall. It really is. And like I said, it didn't come with the slipcover, which is fine for me. I was always quite like wanting the steelbooks with the slipcovers. If I saw them without, I probably wouldn't have picked them up. But now that I've sort of like done this, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? It's, you know, it doesn't make no difference to me. It's going to go up there if they're good enough. If they're good enough. But this is gorgeous. I like this. This is really nice. For £5, not going to turn my nose up to a steelbook. It's in great condition. It really is. It comes with all the gumph and everything. It actually comes with a manual, which is kind of surprising for a PS4 game. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it comes with everything. Shadow War's pretty good. I prefer the first one. What is it? Shadow of Mordor. That's pretty good. I did enjoy that when that came out. Haven't played this one too much, but the steelbook is absolutely gorgeous, and that's why I picked it up. £5. So we are up to £13 spent of my hard-earned money for two PS4 games. That's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that. Yeah, two games down. We've got another four to go, so we've got six total. So yeah, the next ones are going to be Xbox 360. We have three of them to show you. So we're just going to go straight into it. Not some pretty alright games in my opinion. Some pretty good ones. I would have bought them if they weren't. Let's be realistic about that. Also, if you're, let me know how your week's going down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you've collected anything special, anything cool. Just let me know how you're getting on. Really, I want to know. I always like to interact and let know how people are doing. Basically, yeah, that's literally all it is. So the first one we have cost £2.50, complete with manual. That is Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. Now I don't know whether this is like a PS2 game. I don't know because I don't actually own it and I haven't done my research on it before I'm actually making this video. So, you know, here we are. We're going off on the fly. But it's Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. It hasn't got a PlayStation 3 release. I do know that. So for £2.50, I thought, you know what? I will take the plunge. I really will. I'm fairly certain it came from Game Station at one point because that is a Game Station sticker on the manual because they loved to do that back in the day. They really did. I haven't actually checked the disc. Disc is pretty good to be fair for a 360 game. It really is. Complete with manual. It's Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. I'm fairly certain it probably came out on the PS2. But never actually got a PlayStation 3 release because it didn't. It came out in 2006, I believe. So it's one of like the launch titles, I would assume. Well, launch year titles, I guess, for the Xbox 360. So that's really cool. It's a Battlefield game. I love my Battlefield games. They are fantastic. I have all of them on PlayStation 3. I don't know which ones I've got on PlayStation 2, if I'm being honest with you. I really don't. I actually have to look at that. Because even after I'm fairly good with remembering what I've got in my collection, but I don't actually remember whether I've got any Battlefields on PS2. So yeah, that's interesting. Up next, we have a game that I do have on the PS2, but obviously, if I can get like a graphical upgrade and I can play it probably in the best way you can play it, I will do that. It's not released on the PlayStation 3 again because that sucks. That's really annoying. But anyway, I won't delve into that any further. I really won't. But this is a childhood. I used to love this, watching this growing up as a kid. I really did. It's just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't played too many of the games. I played there's a PS4 one that got released a couple years ago. I played that. That was really fun. It's just a great series in my opinion. Just haven't really delved into the games too far. But this should hopefully change that. And that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong down below, this might be a tie-in to like the movie, potentially. Not sure. This is different to the PS2 ones because I know there's like a trio of PlayStation 2 TMNT games, and one of them is like 150 quid now, which is insane. And I think the second one is getting up that way as well. They're very expensive, but this one is £6 spent. And obviously, you can't get this on PlayStation 3. It's on PlayStation 2, I know that. But this would be like the best way to play the game. So for £6, I'm definitely going to pick that up. It's, again, Complete with the manual. Sorry, I've got a receipt in there as well. So it's complete with the manual. I haven't actually checked the disc. Case is okay conditions. It's got a security tag in there, so maybe somebody stole it at one point. So yeah, that's cool. Um, Disc is okay for an Xbox 360 game. It's got a few scratches, but it's an Xbox 360 game. That is what you expect. It's not like a PS3 game. So TMNT for £6, I will take that every day of the week, including a Tuesday and a Thursday and a Saturday. No other days. They're the only three. So yeah, £6 spent, not too bad. So we are up to £23.50 so far with the 4 games we have bought. Not too bad, I don't think. Not too bad at all. 4 pretty good games there. I've got obviously games that I can't get on the PS3, which is what I use my Xbox 360 for. It is just for games that I really can't play on the PlayStation 3 because I don't like double dipping. I don't see the point in double dipping, especially on two, adjacent platforms came out in the same year, sort of thing. It's just me, just my personal preference. I don't see the point. I have a preference, and it's obviously the PlayStation. So if I can get everything I want on the PlayStation, I would be the happiest person alive. But unfortunately, I can't. So the Xbox 360 is the second best place to go, in my opinion, and you know, it's just my preference, and everybody's allowed their preferences. They are surprisingly so as well. They are. So for my last game before we get into the package, it is a movie tie-in game, but apparently it's actually pretty good. I don't actually own it on PlayStation 2. It would be the place where I would actually have it. There is a special edition on the PlayStation 2 Steelbook that might give away what it is. It might not. I don't know. I believe that this game has actually gone down in price. I remember seeing it around £15 to £18. It's now £12. So it's the most expensive game out of these games as well. Xbox 360. Probably the most expensive Xbox 360 game I have picked up in ages. I got Most Wanted '05 for the Xbox 360 for Christmas. But since then, I think I've only added like 2 games to the console. So there you go. So that is, anyway, without more rattling on, Peter Jackson's King Kong. Look at the title on the side of that spine. That is like the longest title I think I've ever seen in my life. Ever seen. It's Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Say that when you're drunk. Oh, what are you playing tonight? I am playing Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. Who says that? That is like the longest name possible. But it's in pretty good condition. Like I said, it costs £12, so not too bad. I know the PS2 one's cheapest chips, unless you want the Steelbook version, which will probably cost around the same price as this, 10 to 15, I would say, if I had to guess. I don't have it, so I don't know. But it's complete with the manual. I haven't checked the disc. I like to play disc roulette. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Spindle looks okay. It's actually not got too many scratches on it, so that's pretty cool. Complete with manual, £12 spent, not too bad. I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. So yeah, they are the games that I got from CEX over the last sort of like 3 or 4 days. I believe that's around £35 and 50 pence spent. Three Xbox 360 games, 2 PS4 games, 5 games total. Not too bad. What's that, like £8 a game ish? Not even £6 a game. I don't know. I'm not very good at maths. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. If you think I've done well, if you think I should collect more Xbox 360 games, I feel like it's turning into going over to the dark side a little bit with the Xbox. Who knows? There is a few games that I still need and want for the 360, but it's just a case of seeing them in person. I don't really pick them up online. Um, it's one of those. I prefer to spend the money on PlayStation 3 games if I'm being dead honest, or PS4 games. Not really PS5. I don't really buy too much physical for the PS5. I've got a small collection. So this game turned up about an hour ago, and to be fair to this game, I genuinely didn't think it'd get posted because of the price I paid off Vinted. I thought because I've had it countless times, I'm sure everybody has. You buy a game, quite cheap on Vinted, shall we say, and then half an hour later gets cancelled, and then gets relisted or it gets cancelled. or it's just one of those. It happens all the time. I don't take it, don't take offense. It is what it is. It's vintage. You play the game, right? You do. Everybody does. But this actually got posted, and I was actually really surprised. So I thought, you know what? If it turns up, it turns up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we've got it in my hand. I took off the there was like a, I don't know, grey wrap around it. I took that off because it was like slightly open as well. So yeah, that's why it's just in like an Amazon box at the minute. You'll see the price that I actually paid for it. It's got no bubble wrap or anything around it. Let's just have a little quick glance. It's complete. Disc is in very good condition as well. It's kind of annoying because I picked this up recently from CEX, and I got an Essentials version. So if you've seen that video, you know exactly what this game is. If you haven't seen that video, you're going to find out what this game is right now. So the game in question is Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. Now, I paid... Are you ready for this? Sit down. It's not that impressive, but sit down. You sit down? £15 plus fees. So it came to like 19 something. 1935, 19 something. For Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, and it's not the Essentials version. It's not. That makes me very happy. I did it, like I said in the video, I didn't mind the fact that it was the Essentials version because it was complete. If it wasn't complete with like the disc in that, I would have kind of been more annoyed. But it is complete. I'm trying to line up the artwork in a minute because it's fallen down a little bit. Is that better? No, I've just made that worse. How? Come on. Come on, I'm not an idiot. Not that much of an idiot. There we go. But this is the normal version. It is not the Essentials version. I will get that just in a second. So this is my version. I got literally maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It is the Essentials version. Now this is the normal version. I think I will be keeping the normal version because it just looks a teeny tiny bit better. When I actually bought this, I paid the 32 for it. It's now gone up to 35, which is quite interesting. Like I said, the Essentials one is complete with the Essentials disc. So I think I'm probably just going to put this up on my Vinted and try and sell it on there. I don't really need the voucher at the minute. I've got a little bit of voucher. If I haven't spent it already, I'm not sure. Don't think I have. I've still got a little bit left. So there's nothing. We're curating a basket as we speak. To be fair, we are. I just haven't, pulled the trigger yet. But Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition for 20 quid all in. I think I can probably, if I wanted to, I think I could trade it in for like 25, 26 pound on a 35. No, 23, I believe, on a 35 pound game. But I'll probably get around, I don't know, high 20s for this. It's the Essentials. It is quite desirable for people who actually want to collect Essentials. So, there is a market for it. But it was a great deal and a great find, and I'm surprised it turned up. I'm very happy that it turned up. It's really good. It's just annoying that I just bought this and paid, voucher for it. But it doesn't owe me anything. So I will just put that one up on Vinted and try and get around, 25, maybe £30 for it, somewhere there. You'll see it up on Vinted if you follow me. I don't like to plug my Vinted because I don't want people to buy stuff out of, like, not pity, but like, because you want to help out or you want to, do stuff like that. If you want it, find it. Okay, just find it on there. If you don't want it, don't find it. It's quite simple. So there we have it, guys. It's been another eventful week here. It really has. We've got, what, 6 games? 6 games? That's not too bad. That's another 6 to the collection. I feel like, right, this year I've been adding less, but far more quality, if that makes sense. I've been adding a lot less games, especially than what I did last year. Oh my god, I'm probably going to do a video on it because the amount of games I added last year was off the charts, and compare it to this year so far, it's lower. But the quality of games we are adding is, to me, a lot higher. Let me know your collecting habits so far this year. Have you changed how you're doing it? Have you changed where you're buying your games from? Let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to know, because I feel like I have changed quite a lot, like a lot. Yeah, it's just been one of those. Am I unhappy about it? No, because I feel like the games I've been playing and the games I've been adding are 10 out of 10 pieces. They really are. So yeah, that's been this video. I want to say a massive thank you for watching and taking your time out of your day to watch me ramble on about games. So thank you for that. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Have a great Jonathan Wass. Great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Goodbye.